I've made an app to dub all my videos into different languages. Let's go and check out.
Want to reach millions of potential viewers.
并提高你与观众的互动。
Los subtítulos bilingües pueden marcar la diferencia.
あなたのコンテンツ इतनी अधिक सुलभ और आकर्षक हो जाती है।
If this is what you want to create videos with multiple languages, you've come to the right place. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you all the capabilities of this application I built in GitHub, what it does, how it works, and most importantly, how you can benefit from it and generate your multi-language videos with AI dubbing easily and for free. I'm also planning to do a deep dive to show you how exactly I leverage ChatGPT and Microsoft Azure to build this app. If you are interested, consider subscribing so you won't miss the next video. We probably all know this new feature YouTube will bring us in the near future, right? When you click the little gear at the bottom of the YouTube video, it allows you to switch between audio tracks of the different languages and hear a dubbed version. It will completely change the landscape of how we, as a content creator, interact with our international audiences. So we should all be ready when it's available. But this isn't as easy as translating subtitles because YouTube doesn't produce them automatically. So I researched and I luckily found some AI tools which potentially can help me with this. To name a few, 11 Labs, ClickChamp, CapCut, but here are the problems. First and most importantly, they are not free. Many of them lets you off with a little taster and then after that you have to pay for it. For example, 11 Labs allow you to generate around the 10-minute video per month. Yes, I heard you. What is wrong? Well, how can I let them to take money from me? Second, the synchronization of the AI voices against your original timelines may be off. There most likely will be overlaps and gaps in your timeline, which is a pain to adjust. Simply because the AI voices doesn't speak at the exact same speed as you. When it goes faster than you, it creates the gaps. Too slow, you will see overlaps between the adjacent subtitles. And lastly, you do not always have the option to pick and choose the best voices you want to have. However, I know there are some services providing that you to train your model with your own voices, but unfortunately, that is very expensive at the moment. So I thought, if I'm able to automate the generation of a multi-language subtitles, why not audio tracks? So I did it. I created this application on GitHub, which managed to address all the drawbacks I've just mentioned earlier, and it is pretty easy to set up and run. But before jumping to show you what the workflow is, let's talk about what it does and how it works, so you can use it the right way and benefit the most. First, you will need an SRT file of the translated language, which contains your text and timings. This is essential because the AI voice will use that file to speak out the text at the right times. So make sure the translation is accurate as possible. But if you're wondering how you can do that easily and for free, be sure to check out my previous video. It shows you how exactly you can generate subtitles of different languages using ChatGPT and CapCut. However, there are other great tools such as DeepL, the short for deep learning, where you can use, but again, you have to pay after very limited use. Once you have the SRT file, the program automatically detects the language and uses a Microsoft Azure API to turn your text into speech with a default AI voice, which you can customize in the configuration file by selecting from a wide range of Azure available sources. In my opinion, their speech service has the best AI voices and is such a wide range of options you can choose from. The program then processes each line of your SRT files, synthesizing audio clips based on your text, your timings, your chosen AI voices, and your language. Once you generate these audio files, you can upload back to your editing software or into your YouTube studio if you have that multiple language audio track feature enabled for you. I should also point out, for Azure free tier, which is what we use here at the moment, we get a 500,000 characters limit per month. That is equivalent to around 10 hours of video. And you can see from here, that's already the pro version of the 11 Labs with the same amount of character limit. So not to brag about it, this tool can potentially save you up to $99 per month. Alright, enough talk. Let me now show you how to use this program to generate AI dubbed videos in different languages. Okay, here we go. So this is the repository of this project. I will share the link in the description so you will have access to everything you need. It is called Multi-Language Audio Generator. On the main page, you have a README file, briefly explain what it is. how it works, the key features, and most importantly, the instruction of how you can leverage this program to generate your own multi-language videos. Now, let me take you through it step by step so you know how easy it is. First step, let's go to Google Colab. So this is a cloud-based platform where you can run Python hassle-free. You do not have to install anything and set up an environment in your own computer. So let's click through the external link to take us to Google Colab. You will be asked to sign in with your Google account, but once you sign in, you will see this pop-up window here. Just go ahead and click New Notebook. I drag to the side so we can see the steps here on the left side. The next step is connect to the server and install the Python libraries one by one that is required to run this program. Okay, once all the libraries are installed, let's move on to the third step, which is copy the main Python file from the repo and paste it into your new notebook. Okay, down here, and just copy raw file here, paste it in. Moving on to next is to locate your speech key and service region from the Azure Speech Service portal. Don't worry about it if you do not have had one, and I will create another short video after this to show how you can apply for it. Okay, let me just copy paste mine here. Next is to upload your subtitle SRT file. So if you already have one or two, go ahead to upload yours. But I have also prepared some of the sample SRT file in the repo, so you can download and play with it. They all come from the same part of the video clip, but just have been translated into different languages using ChatGPT and the DeepL. So let's start with the English one. Open it up. Download the file. Yep. I'll download another two, and I'll pick the Chinese one. Downloading here. And probably Spanish. Download in the same directory. Now we need to copy the file path into our notebook. So click the folder somewhere here. We need to upload those three files first. And then what we do, let me maximize this for now. So let's start with the English subtitle. Copy file path. Pasting here. There we go. The only other thing we need to upload is the voice configuration file. This is the configuration file for our languages. So later in the Azure demo, I will show you how you can customize it to include your own choice of AI voices or even add new ones. Okay, so we do here, open it, download it, upload here. Cool, we're pretty much set and ready to go. Hit run, and you can see the program starts to process each line of the SRT file and is synthesizing to audio clips with the AI voice. Okay, once it's finished, hit refresh, and you will see this text-to-speech audio file pop up in here. So you can download it. We can give it English suffix. So once you download it, you can then upload it back to your editing software or YouTube Studio if you have that audio track feature enabled for you already. But now let me just do two more languages for the purpose of this demo. Okay, the Chinese subtitle has been converted to audio successfully. However, you can see a couple of 429 errors here when converting the Spanish subtitle. Well, it is basically Azure complaining that being a free tier user, I'm sending too many requests in a short amount of time, and I just need to chill. Therefore, it is restricting my usage. So following Azure's official recommendation here, I have built a retry logic after every 5 seconds when this happens. You can also create and switch to another region to distribute the workload according to this. But it's all good. We've had the speech successfully generated. Okay, once we downloaded all the 3 audio files, we can upload all these files in your editing software. I'm gonna hit upload file. Let's edit them to the original timeline. First one, second one, and the third one. Okay, let's try to hear it. Start with English.
Want to reach millions of potential viewers and boost your engagement.
Okay, try Spanish.
Los subtítulos bilingües pueden marcar la diferencia. Subtítulos como este en comparación con los.
And last, let's try Chinese.
你的内容接受面变得更广，也更引人入胜。
Cool, that sounds music to my ears, although I do not even understand Spanish. But with all the audio tracks we just produced and a little bit more editing, and that is how I make the multi-language audios in the beginning of this video. And this is exactly how you can do it easy and for free. Now, try it out with the sample SRT files in the repo and let me know what you think. Okay, let's switch to Microsoft Azure and show how you can access the text-to-speech service. As there are many videos on how to sign up for Azure, and it is pretty straightforward, so I skip it. All you need to do is just to Google Microsoft Azure and just follow the instructions to sign up. So once you sign in, you will see a homepage like this. To create the text-to-speech service, go hit the Create a Resource button on the top. Search for speech. Then you'll be taken to this page. You can go hit Create Speech. So in here, you can give a new name for the resource group you are creating, but I'm just going to choose the one I have created. For the regions, just to pick the one that you are in. I have used East US or Western Europe, so I don't think you necessarily have to pick where you are located. Just give it a reasonable name. For me, I'll just do handling go. It's my YouTube name. For the pricing tier, there should be a free tier on F0, and you can pick it. But for me, I have created already 2 free tiers, so it doesn't allow me to. But once you choose the free tier, just hit Review and Create. Okay, once that's done, the speech service that you created will pop up here in your resource. So let's start to explore what it has to offer. So click through the one you just created. Okay, the first thing you will see is this keys and endpoint. Right, this key one and location region is what we need to copy and paste into the Python program that we need to run. Then we can go to the Speech Studio, where you will discover hundreds of AI voices for you to choose from. Go to the voice gallery, and you can find all the available AI voices here. You can pick up your language here, like even for English, they have different versions from different regions, so it's quite a resource for voices that you can choose from. Once you choose your language, you can go just click this play button and pick the one you like. Last but not the least, to customize the AI voice used in our program, go to the sample code, look for voice name, and this is what you will need to copy paste into the language config file to replace the default voice for a particular language in here. But if you do not find your language in the configuration file, simply add a new line here, add your language, and copy paste the voice name from the Azure service. There you go. Now you have everything you need to start generating your own multi-language videos. Enjoy. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you find this useful and interesting, please smash that like button and consider subscribing. Also, let me know in the comment what do you think about this program, and if there's any improvements you can suggest, please do. See you next time.